Hey there, Capricorn. Welcome to Eyes to See Tarot and your general freestyle for the upcoming weeks ahead. This is a general reading, not necessarily centered around love and relationships, but if they come up in the reading, I'll be sure to let you know. This is a self-progressive channel. I like to give as much information as I can on things that you are doing and things you can control. Can I see Capricorn's current energies, please? Okay, Capricorn. Looks like you're trying to move away from something, or there's a transition that's a little bit difficult, a little hard to leave behind. It's kind of old yeller, you know. Can I have more for Capricorn's current energies? All right, how about some clarifiers then? Bottom of the deck is the Four of Cups. This could be something that you're denying, something you're leaving out of the equation. An epiphany, right? That you're like, nah, they'd never. Let's see what I can get from my Capricorns. More swords. Mental battle royale for my Capricorns in the next upcoming weeks. Okay. So it's like you're not necessarily, I'd say it's almost like a stalemate. There's something that is so hard for you to come away from. You're kind of procrastinating on it a little bit. This card is usually regrouping, but here I have, it's just something different. Queen of Wands. Oh, right. Now it's feeling like Capricorn. It's almost like you're not wanting to overreact or do something out of place, but on the inside, I see on the inside and the overwhelming majority of the energies, something is not fair. Something about some lying, some controlling, some pressure. And I want to say something about it, or I want to get going, right? But I'm holding my spot. I'm trying to remain strong on the inside. I don't necessarily feel like you're waiting around for them to change their tune. I feel like you're waiting around just to spitefully be the bigger person. And you know what? Because your hands are clean on your side and these energies are raging within, I don't know how to better direct you than you're already directing yourself. Can I see more about the person Capricorn is dealing with, please? The person Capricorn's dealing with? Get a few cards on the person, people, or situation that Capricorn is dealing with. Okay, now pay close attention during this next part, because what's going to happen is all kind of energies from all kind of people are just going to come out, and I just won't be able to see who's who in your story. Some sort of awareness. I think that there seems to be some sort of awareness. Now, whether their awareness, right, they're coming out of their shell, they're breaking out of their shell, they're coming out of their normal mode of transportation kind of thing, is what is pushing your buttons and setting you off, or by you holding your place. And maybe you have one of those like anti-poker faces where, you know, my mouth may not say it, but my face definitely will, and they're kind of picking up on the vibes, and something is being addressed mentally, you know. Can I see a few more cards about the person or people that Capricorn is dealing with? Well, you done messed up, A.A. Ron. Can I see a few more cards about the people or person that Capricorn's dealing with, please? No, maybe? Okay. Energetically, emotionally, they're sound stable. They usually sound stable. You probably notice that they're pretty much fixed in their beliefs, or what they believe, or what, you know, how they're used to doing things. There's a possibility that your silence or your standoff nature, right, has opened up the possibility of things being done just a little bit differently. But for the most part, they seem like they're very honest, to the point. They're having some sort of epiphany, kind of almost as we speak. Can I get some clarifiers, please? No, it's you. A little bit more on the person or people or situations that Capricorn is dealing with. All right. Whatever you've done to this person, Capricorn, it seems like it's kind of pushed them in a direction, right? And any kind of defense mechanisms that you could be running into at this time, it's almost like a bit of insecurity and withdrawal on their part. Okay, so here we go with the Two of Pentacles, the Two of Wands in reverse. It's kind of like their hand was forced, the direction, and the Wheel of Fortune here. But it was like the divine calling. It was timing. So they're headed in a direction, and it doesn't seem like they're too ready or willing to open up to you anymore with the Nine of Wands here, right? And emotionally, because that Knight of Cups in the reverse also tells me of an emotional withdrawal, right? I don't want to know. I don't want you to know everything that I'm doing. I'm kind of pulling myself back from you, right? There's something about some sort of new, fresh start, right? And being uneasy or unsure about the path ahead, but their path ahead is kind of already paved and defined. From the looks of it, it's almost like you were meant to push them onto their path, right? Now you're sitting here in the Four of Swords energy with the Six of Swords, trying to move away from something with pride and with confidence, right? With your head held high. But on the inside, I see this huge amount of jumbled mess with the Emperor and the High Priestess both in reverse and the Knight of Swords. Like there seems to be a want, need, or desire to give this person a piece of your mind, even though you're holding back superbly at this time. Now, with the Four of Pentacles in their overall energies, bottom of the deck, what I see is there's a reluctance for them to let go also, but they've seen something. They've opened their eyes to something, and I think that they see themselves as much too good for this. I don't have to settle for this. I don't have to deal with this. More about Capricorn and the Emperor and the High Priestess in reverse. I want to know just a little bit more what I'm dealing with my Capricorn, please, and the upcoming energies and how this affects their upcoming energies. A little bit more about Capricorn's upcoming energies. And okay, all right, so I do see the Judgment as it came out. There is some sort of, I'm going to say, throwing the baby out with the bathwater. I'm going to say, don't bring old mops and brooms into the new house, kind of thing. There seems to be some sort of ascension, but if I'm holding on to the High Priestess in reverse, the secret keeping, the uber secretiveness, right? Or blocked intuition and an inability to really discern properly the truth, you know, from my emotions or what I feel or what I think or how past instances have played out. And the Emperor in reverse, like, I am in control of this situation, right? But this is the energies that you could be bringing with you, and that's not really what I want to see. That's not the optimal energy to bring with you on any new start. I do see the Chariot in the upright. I see the Knight of Pentacles in the upright, but the Hermit came out in reverse. So there could be energy supporting some sort of, okay, no, Capricorn, no. All right, some sort of, yes, I'm moving on, yes, I'm going because I'm going to teach you a lesson, right? Well, their lesson, when you acted that way, they immediately learned their lesson and started to change course. Their Ten of Pentacles is in the upright, however, and their path is supported. Yours has the opportunity to help you ascend, but not without actually putting forth effort, even when you really don't feel like it. With the Hermit in reverse right here, I feel like there's this feeling to stay out of the mainstream. Maybe a little bit of difficulty getting out of bed, or not being stuck in your head, or holding on to and not being able to release this situation, right? I see you cutting ties with whatever business venture y'all were involved in, right? Or anything that you were doing prior to this sort of, and I'm not necessarily seeing a tangible 3D separation. I am seeing, I'll take care of my bills, you take care of your bills, you stay out of my business, I'll stay out of your business, you know, the time before. But you're no longer putting in and investing in the things that you were before. They're continuing to. I also see the Tower in reverse. Like, I think that somewhere in the future, even though there's a movement forward, and y'all had this slight disagreement, I'm going to call it a slight disagreement because I still see it's just a mental thing, a withdrawal, a way for you to prove a point about being heard or being respected in business decisions or the home decisions. But with the Tower in reverse and the Two of Pentacles in reverse, I'm also seeing that you're falling to, everything else is kind of falling to the wayside. So I'm not going to do things the way that you want them done because you won't listen to the way that I want them done. Or you're not accepting my opinion about the thing. And I would love to say something, but I'm going to kind of keep my dignity intact and I'm going to keep my mouth shut. But I'm not helping anymore. Right? I don't think that that's the way you bathe a cat, so I'm not even gonna stand at the door and give you instructions anymore. I'm just gonna go grocery shopping while you bathe the cat. You understand? But while you're doing that, they're getting really, really good and really, really learning how to bathe a cat. And you have sworn off ever bathing another cat in your entire life. Right? So you don't learn anything, you don't progress towards that super weird analogy that I came up with, or anything of the sort, right? But I think somewhere in the future, you kind of dedicate more time into coming close and being close and united with this person again, kind of leaving that part out. What you don't understand is that any kind of disagreements that you have in a relationship, they give us the opportunity to get closer. And any opportunities that like this that we bypass or we skim out on, they only make that ravine just a little bit further and a little bit further. That way that bridge gets a little bit more difficult over the years to traverse, right? I see the King of Swords. I see that somewhere in the future and upcoming, you'll be able to see something just a little bit more clearly. But Capricorn, it's going to be a pride thing about you going back to this day or this day in the past, right? And kind of bringing it back up or introducing a situation again that kind of makes amends in that way. Do I have any advice? Can I have some advice for my Capricorns, please? Nope. I'm not fighting with you. Advice for my Capricorns, please. It's the best course of action. I see I want to just say, you're doing what you should be doing, but don't try to go back on it later. Holding your peace, your emotional welfare, it doesn't matter whose side of the story works out, or his side, her side, and the truth kind of thing, with justice in reverse and the devil in reverse. I'm seeing that there's a possibility that trying to he said, she said, work stuff out will only keep you chained to this situation, right? If they are going, if they have been enlightened and they are kind of withdrawing from you, cordially allow them to. Let the separation happen. Don't go back and try. I don't see there being a real reason to go back and try to fix it. I don't see that there's any real reason for you to be up in your feelings trying to get them to do it your way, because your purpose in their life is kind of come up, right? Now the best thing that you can do is focus on yourself instead of being torn or trying to reach this happily ever after with this person. Be in control of what you can control, and that is yourself. And at this time, practice what you preach. I see there is a way for you to move up, but most possibly a lot of you will try to and go to move up trying to get this person to chase you. And when that doesn't happen, you get all in your head and your emotion and kind of try to figure out ways to bridge that gap instead of focusing on the road ahead. That, I mean, you did it. So be in control of it. What I can control and what I can't control. I want to reach through the computer right now and be like, bad Capricorn. Bad, bad, bad. This is it. For all intents and purposes, kind of emotionally manipulative, right? That I would create this space to get them to follow me or chase me or put me first or so I can get my way. And being caught up in your head if it doesn't work out that way is not the best course of action. A lot of you may not resonate with that storyline, and if the roles are reversed, or if you need to reverse the roles, go ahead and do that, because energy is very fluid. It is all in what I'm allowing into myself, right? What do I allow my being to possess in energy-wise? Anything else becomes a shadow aspect and is plastered on the wall around me in my external world. So if any one of these emotions, feelings, and characteristics don't fit your character, right, then yes, energy is very fluid. So Capricorn, that's pretty much all I have for you today. I hope to see you again real soon at Eyes to See Tarot. And once again, thanks for stopping in.